Welcome to the Rollerskating Octopus podcast, and I am Scott, and these are the boys.
Is the girl a boy too?
Yes, she is. We're here with Josh Flores,
What's up,
a
guys?
man of many talents. I'm
What's up,
here.
my dude?
Also, my
hello.
co-host Serafina, and our producer Big D.
Big D.
Ask him how he got his name.
The only thing that I can at all picture when somebody's nickname is Big D is one of two things.
Oh,
What's
no.
that?
Either like a baby's arm holding an apple, or
No.
like the complete opposite. And we're dealing with like a Tic Tac or something.
No.
But I just go I just go there.
Right.
That's where my head goes.
No, he had a
Right.
very large truck, and it was a Dodge, so large Dodge truck.
Large
actually.
Dodge truck. Okay.
Big D.
Yeah,
Okay, I get the D now.
yeah, definitely.
I like.
He likes large diamonds, like.
He just
Someday-
likes
Oh,
gaudy
you
shit.
fancy, huh?
Oh yeah,
He likes
someday
that gaudy
some boy
bullshit.
is gonna give him a diamond ring, and
You are gonna make a beautiful wife.
he's
Right?
gonna probably reject it because he's not gay, but
It's fine.
he deserves it. He deserves a man.
Thanks for
who
joining,
loves him.
guys.
So, Josh,
Yes.
how are you
Scott.
this fine evening?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just waiting for all this bullshit to be over.
All right. Now, tell us a little about yourself, what you've done, those kind of things. Because this, for anybody who doesn't know, he's got some very interesting, very varied projects that you've worked on, and
Yes.
we want to dig into that.
Yes. So I am the lead singer for the band Stomp Therapy. I am I'm a PA announcer and on-field host for the St. Lucie and New York Mets. When the Mets are down here in Florida for their spring training, I am a professional wrestling ring announcer. I have a lot of fun with that. Here, I can move that out of the way. Yeah.
Try to get shit out of the show.
No, I hear you. You gotta be able to see us.
How's it look over there, MJ?
But I've also done a lot of stage plays, a lot of theater. I've done musicals. I've done.
You've worn corsets,
You
thigh
look
highs,
very good in
and
a
high
corset, by the
heels.
Thank
way.
you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
I
oh,
really
no.
enjoyed that picture.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
no,
gorgeous.
I remember.
That was one of the
Seen the
one of the
costume
top
changes.
things on my on my resume, being able to play Dr. Frankenfurter in Rocky Horror. That was great.
I think one of the interesting things that you do now is the wrestling announcing and stuff
Yes.
like that. And you
Mhm.
actually have performed as a professional wrestler in a tuxedo match.
My one match.
It doesn't matter.
I will forever be undefeated.
Right. But
That's
but
great.
but you performed as a professional wrestler.
I did. I
Okay.
did.
So, and it was a tuxedo match.
Mhm.
We did, we do our due diligence on this show.
That was,
They did
that
their
was interesting
research.
to watch.
We watched you strip a man bare.
Yes.
Yeah, that was
And-
fun.
Yeah.
That was it was a little homoerotic.
You loved
know?
it.
It was like a prison rape scene. But
It was interesting to say the light.
yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Now, seriously, what do you do? Like, what's your? Because as a professional wrestler,
Mm-hmm.
your process, like,
Right.
you're developing a character and a storyline and those kind of things. So what kind of, I know there's the physical process, but
Right.
I know that there's a lot of routine and remembering routines but what is your mental process that you use to get ready?
Well, the nice thing about when I do, because I'm primarily a ring announcer.
Right.
So when I did the in-ring wrestling performance, I didn't have a separate gimmick. I didn't have a separate character that I was playing or anything. I was me. Me, Joshua Flores, the ring announcer. That was who I was. So I really didn't have to get into any kind of character or anything.
Okay.
I was already playing as myself.
You just like to grab men.
I do. You know
I
that.
fucking knew it.
Sorry.
No, I kid, but I know that I was just trying to give an insight to maybe somebody at home who's like, oh, how do they go through character development? How do they go through those things? Because I know you've
I mean-
actually had professional training in that.
Right. Well, a lot of that comes
Just as
down
a background,
to
just in showmanship in general. I mean, I've seen you do everything from the stage plays to radio to in a nightclub burning the place down with, people pulling their shirts off. Just the men.
Yummy.
it,
Just
it
the
has
men.
happened.
It was
Yes,
just
it has
men.
happened.
Just the men pulled their
Damn
shirts
it.
off. He has that
Don't let him
effect.
lie. There has been some breasts that
There's
have
been-
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Well
yes.
then. we're
I was
good.
just trying to protect him in case,
No, honestly, it's just like anything else, really. When you take on that role, which it kind of stinks that the shroud has been pulled back on professional wrestling because, everybody used to believe that it was like, that's what their lives were. But it's just like any other kind of acting. It's like when you're watching The Avengers or when you're watching the X-Men on TV, the actor Chris Evans, when he gets into the role of Captain America, he becomes Captain America.
Right.
When one of the wrestlers get ready to go into the ring, they become that character. They become, that persona is who they are. They're no longer Josh Flores when they walk out to the ring.
Right.
They are that person. All the
That's-
other,
Yeah.
That's what I was
Okay,
saying.
yeah.
Like backstage,
So
I'm
they-
sure you've seen people getting into character. And
Honestly,
things like
I
that.
don't get to see that a lot because as the ring announcer,
Yeah.
I get everybody's information and everything like that
Yeah.
before the match.
Then you have to remember it.
I write them all down
I definitely.
because there's so many different people that you work with new people every night.
Yeah.
And
So you got to remember, you
Yeah.
can't just, say something.
Exactly. So I write everybody's information down. But once I get everybody's information down and I get the order in which the matches are going to be, then I'm out by the sound engineer doing my mic checks.
Yeah.
Doing sound checks, making sure everybody has music in, everything like making sure everything's ready for when the show starts.
Right.
Right.
And then
Because
from-
as the announcer, you're kind of the ringleader of that circus.
Yes.
That's spectacle,
yes.
as it were.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely the guy that I'm the MC, I'm the host, I'm the master of ceremonies basically.
Now you mentioned something earlier that I found was interesting, and I think we discussed it before, which was I take kind of a different view. Like, yeah, it was when you were a kid, oh, it's real and things like that. And then over the years,
Mhm.
it's like, no, it is, mostly scripted, and it's more of just a modern day superhero kind of thing.
Right.
But I do believe like people like John Cena and The Rock and things like that, it made their transition to more mainstream acting easier.
That it most definitely did because everybody knows that in order to be able to stand there in front of 50, 70, 100,000 people
Right.
and be able to just speak off the cuff and be able to just talk as if there's nothing going on, you know what I mean? As if you're in that moment and you're just able just to get into that character. So being able to do that, especially as well as they do, your Rocks, your John Cena's, your Hulk Hogan's, your The Miz. Honestly, like The Miz is one of my favorite on microphone guys in professional wrestling. He's amazing.
He's the one with that reality show, right?
Yes.
Miz and Miz?
Yes.
I haven't
He's
seen
funny.
it. To be
Yeah,
honest,
he's
I
funny.
mean,
I
full
watched that
disclosure,
show.
I really haven't watched professional wrestling since I was kind of a kid and stuff
Right.
like
Me
that.
neither.
But I still find it interesting in the way that it has changed into this juggernaut, that's
Mhm.
billions of dollars a year and everything else. It obviously has a fan base and wants, I think there's people out there that want to kind of hear about it.
Oh yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
And I think that being an announcer, what's the wildest thing you've seen at one of these matches? Like an
Oh.
unscripted, wildest one of the memories that comes to you.
Oh goodness. Let's see here. I personally have been body slammed, choke slammed, DDT'd. I've been, a lot of times the guys like to come out and rough up the ring announcer a little bit
Mhm.
in order to kind of,
It's like a
Keeps
hobby.
you on your toes.
Just a hobby.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
hey,
But-
let's
Tradition.
Let's go get Slappy over there.
So, sometimes they want to, rough me up a little bit to make themselves really, like, play that bad guy role. But, yeah, sometimes, I've, like I said, I've been attacked. I've also...
Like you didn't expect it.
Like,
Or do you-
a shove into the corner. You can kind of see them, like, stare you down and head right towards you, and you're like, oh, shit, this is going to happen. And they're not going to actually really, like, do any harm to you, but they're going to, like, shove you up into the corner by the lapels and, like, really
Yeah.
give you the business.
And that would be the bad guy.
Of course.
The heel.
Yes, yes,
Do they
the
still
heel.
call it the
Oh,
heel?
yeah.
Do they?
The heel in the face, yeah.
Heel in the face.
It's the... But, one of the craziest things that I've actually seen live is, I've gotten to work with a wrestler by the name of the Boogeyman.
Ooh,
That's
creepy.
kind of scary.
He's fantastic. He was a WWE superstar, WWF superstar, and his gimmick is he is the Boogeyman. He comes out and he grabs out of a pouch live earthworms, puts them in his mouth, chews them up, and then spits them into his opponent's mouth after he's knocked them out.
Oh, like a mommy bird.
Yes.
That could be actually
I'm
construed as...
good.
Hey, in some cultures,
Oh,
that's
no.
considered love. Maybe he's just misunderstood.
Gary.
You look like you're gonna retch.
That's
You're just over there
just-
like, huh, huh, huh.
That's gross. You're gonna put worms in your mouth. Chew them.
No, don't
and
put
then
worms in your mouth. What is
spit them
wrong
into
with you?
someone's mouth. Like,
Oh,
no.
if you're
That's what
gonna chew them,
happens.
you're giving literal etiquette lessons for spitting worms into
That's
somebody's mouth.
disgusting.
Yeah. Oh well,
Just
do it correctly.
don't fucking do
Yeah,
it.
don't fucking chew earthworms. But if you are gonna fucking
No,
chew
no, no, no.
earthworms, make
Just
sure you're doing it
don't
correctly.
do it. Just don't do
No,
it.
you're saying no. You're the one giving.
I'm not. No,
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not
You
giving
know,
advice.
you got to take a
That's-
shot of
I
the,
think it's-
of the monitor that shows Josh
It's
in
his
all his
face.
glory. He
Oh,
gets
my
to
mic
stare at
stands in
his
the way.
face the entire time. He's really
He
happy
really
about
does.
it. He's really happy about it. So
I really am.
yeah.
But,
he's a handsome devil, guys.
but no, I mean, I've seen a lot of things over the years. I've been doing ring announcing for almost 10 years now. So,
So how
Yes.
was your transfer to TikTok? Was that hard?
funny story about that, actually.
Oh, you were on a stage sitting in front of 10,000 people as they stared with you as you held a mic. So you're on TikTok now in your
Right.
kitchen. Is that different?
Just a hair.
Is
Just
it a
hair.
little different than
Well, I
actually-
mean, crazy thing. I was one of, just all these other people that are joining on TikTok now and
You're just
everything. I
bored.
was anti-TikTok. I had
You
no
were one
desire.
of those.
I don't think
You're
I was. I don't
was
think
one
You're
of
the
those.
COVID. You're the COVID group.
I'm the COVID group,
God.
absolutely. Because you got to think, I'm
Oh,
going
my God.
from announcing for the Mets, playing shows in front of hundreds people, thousands of
Bartending.
people, bartending. Like, I'm constantly in front of people.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, COVID comes along, and all of my performing, everything is canceled. What the fuck am I gonna do with myself?
Yeah.
Basically, like I'm like,
Yep.
holy like.
I'm not. No one's paying
See-
attention to me.
Yes, yes.
Fucking
I need people
Leos.
to. I need validation right now.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Yes,
That's pretty much exactly what it is.
Yes.
That
I
is
need validation.
totally.
But it's gotta
Totally.
be weird because instead of like, oh, 300 people are watching me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now it's like I'm gonna do a TikTok video or I'm gonna do a video and
he's
300
got over
people watch
5,000
it
followers.
at different times. You know what I mean? So you might get 1,000 views, but that's like it's kind of weird because you're still having 1,000 eyes on you, just like at a show.
But
But
they're
this is
spread out.
You just can't
individually.
see 'em now.
This is people
Right.
pooping. A lot of pooping people.
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
I watch
People that
a
are
lot
hiding.
of TikTok on the toilet. Let's be real, like it happens.
You know,
Who
husband
doesn't?
fighting with the
Right.
wife out in the car. I'm gonna watch TikTok. Fuck him. You know, shit like that.
80% of my followers are ladies. Hi, ladies.
He's
What's
that's
up?
shocking.
Oh, what's up, ladies? How you doing?
Follow Serafina.
I'm single and
She's-
ready to mingle.
She's tagged in my other. We do. I
It's
figured
fine.
somebody
It's
would.
fine.
Serafina
Yes.
would She likes the ladies.
Do I?
That's
yes,
what
I
you
do.
say with the rainbows and all this other stuff.
Rainbows, unicorns, it's just my pastime. No, I still love
actually,
rainbows and
I'm a
It's
fan
kinda
of
funny.
Soul Rack, I gotta say. I'm a fan of Soul Rack.
Are ya?
You know-
I am.
You watched my TikToks.
I did watch your TikToks.
So,
Soul Rock is my newest character.
Stomp
Yeah.
Therapy.
Yes.
Moving on from wrestling
Wrestling,
momentarily. So, Stomp Therapy, you're the lead singer.
Mm-hmm.
You have been for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, that's got to be really frustrating as well because
Yes.
you were playing regular shows.
Yes.
And now, like, is there any word from the bars if they are going to have live music again?
I haven't heard anything from any of our previous venues about when shows are going to start again. The guys have still been practicing, and thankfully they've been awesome with everything. With me not really being able to come out and practice because of the masking
Right,
and the COVID
yeah.
and everything like that. But the shitty thing about it is we had just lost our drummer. We got this new fantastic drummer to join us. We're getting into practices. We're getting to the point where we're just about ready to start playing live, and boom, everything shuts down.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, right?
You were just about to do it, huh?
We were just about ready to start playing shows again. He had come in and jumped in and learned all of our songs.
Super fast?
Yeah. He's super talented. He's an amazing guy.
Mhm.
Doug Drysdale. You guys can follow him on Facebook as well.
Everybody
You can
stalk
find him
him now.
on the
Yeah,
Stomp
stalk
Therapy
everybody.
Facebook
Stalk
page.
everybody. Everyone stalk everybody else.
Yes.
It'll keep you busy and inside the house. Are people commenting? Should we read some comments?
What did I stumble across? Hi guys, my name's Joshua Flores. I'm the lead singer of Stomp Therapy. I am being interviewed right now by the guys and the girl of the Rollerskating Octopus podcast. Love you
Sus.
guys.
Hi. There's another person over
Hi,
here.
there's a small lesbian next to me.
Lesbian.
It's a
Lesbian.
I'm a
lesbian.
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 Actually,
if you look at the hashtag.
it's such a small lesbian. It's a lesbian.
I was definitely
So-
going more race with that because I am half Mexican. So
Hey,
I'm
me
a
too.
lesbian.
I was trying not to be Mexican.
Yeah,
racist. Why you always got to bring things to a racist place? See, we weren't gonna address this, Serafina, in this podcast. In our practices, the racism isn't gonna stand. Not on the internet anymore.
No, it's not gonna happen.
But I'm not.
Sure.
I am half
Anyway,
Mexican.
So, and now with the Mets and Mets Stadium and practice,
everything's shut down. As far as I know of, I haven't heard any news from the Mets about whether or not minor league baseball is going to resume again. But as far as to my knowledge, as of right now,
right.
minor league baseball is canceled for the season. So
Jeez. That's got to be hard on those minor league players too,
Yeah.
because they've got to stay in shape and do all these things. I mean, I don't think people really understand. I mean, everybody's walking around going, "I don't want to wear a mask," and I know I'm not wearing a mask right now.
And me
I've
either.
had COVID. It's awful. Don't get it. The whole thing, seriously, I thought I was gonna fucking die.
that's why
The
I'm
whole
wearing my
thing
mask
about
now.
that is it must be like when you're standing there up in your little announcer's box
Mhm.
and you're looking down at the field, and even if you're like, fucking baseball sucks, I love NASCAR, you're that guy. Even if you do, you're like, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of baseball either. I'm not going to sit down and watch 9 innings. It's fucking boring.
It's more fun to
However,
play.
if you go to a game,
It's
which,
a lot more
which I
entertaining
think
live.
everybody should go,
Yes.
even if just once in their lifetime, to a live baseball game.
yeah.
And as dopey as it sounds, the amount of Americana you feel
Mhm.
Mhm.
is involuntary.
Oh yeah.
Like, you can walk in there like, fuck this, and then halfway
be
through you're just
singing,
like
"Take me out
singing,
to the ball."
take me out to the
Oh,
ball.
yeah.
7th inning stretch and everything
Oh,
like
love
that.
it.
But my point behind this is there has, with that, even being an announcer for something like that,
Mhm.
looking out at the field, the players, everything like that, that's got to be Describe that for people who are wondering about that.
The first year, and the first day that I showed up to the stadium in order to do the PA announcing, our announcer's booth is right behind home plate at the top of the stadium. So when you look out, you're looking out over the whole field, and off to the sides you have all the stands and everything. And when you have a full house of fans, and they're literally selling standing room only tickets for some of the bigger games, it is a whole unreal experience just to be looking over everything as it's happening.
How many people can fit in there?
Around 7,000, I believe.
So you're just sitting there looking at probably they let extra people in.
Well, that's why I said, like, with certain one, they have the hill back in the behind the stadium where they can fill that as well. So people are able to do like picnicking and stuff like that out on the hill and whatnot. So yeah, they have a lot more than the actual seating that they're able to allow in. And so yeah, just looking over that sea of people is unreal. And then
and just talking to them, and you can just hear your voice, and they're all looking at you like, well, they're not looking at you, they're just going, hey, do you want me to go get a hot dog now? But
make sure you get a beer.
You have this sea of people with that wave of murmur going on in the background and stuff like that. General background of just people talking.
Who's your son play for? Sorry, got a comment. Somebody said their son plays baseball during the regular and fall season. Who's your son play baseball for?
For those watching on Facebook Live and everything,
I'm recording live on my
he's
TikTok
also
as well.
Live on his TikTok, so
Yeet.
taking multiple media breaks.
I do got to say that
Yes.
I used to work at that Met Stadium right here.
And
being up in that top area, just even in an empty stadium, it's pretty impressive.
yeah, most definitely.
It's huge. I've been up there. It's huge.
Well, not only that,
insane.
this past season, which this timing for the COVID sucked.
Yeah,
Because
it
this
was a
past season
convenient
they
pandemic time.
they did a huge renovation of the stadium. They spent, the city spent millions upon millions of dollars to renovate the stadium so that way the New York
but
Mets
fuck
would stay there
sidewalks.
for spring training.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it gets shut down. But now the new setup for the stadium is gorgeous. And for spring training, I wasn't in the sound booth. They actually asked me to do the on-field hosting. So I did all of the in-between inning games with the fans and
So
everything.
like with the fans, hey, we're gonna have this
Yeah.
kid throw a nickel at a duck or
Can this be my audition?
I don't-
Because I want to do
how
that.
would
You
that
want to
be?
do that?
Yes.
How
we might need people for that.
Hi.
Come back. Hi, Serafina.
I'll think of games like throwing nickels at ducks.
Right.
How is that a thing?
No.
How
But
is-
but that's the thing. Like,
why was that my go-to? Oh, you have
I don't-
little kids throw nickels at ducks.
Listen,
well, they
I've
could be
learned not
rubber
to
duckies.
question.
It doesn't have to be
Rubber
live
duckies.
ducks.
I was literally
Lord.
picturing live ducks.
I'm sure you were.
Damn.
But anyway,
I've learned not to question
So-
what happens.
So, anyways, this
Everybody's pissed now.
That's
the
why I'm
one
trying
host-
to move past that. No.
Yeah, we're just trying to get past the PETA outrage right now.
Right.
Why does he want children to do that? Cause.
He doesn't know what comes out of his mouth. It's
But
fine.
no. So this year, like, I was actually on the field. I was actually in the stands with the fans.
Running around. Do they have a
Running
mascot?
around.
They can be like, hey, look at the mascot.
They do have a
That's
mascot. He's called Clutch.
Clutch.
Clutch Batter.
Oh, okay.
But it's a big blue dog, and
Because that makes
that makes
sense.
perfect sense. Yeah,
Of course. Oh
But-
my god. Yes! It's blue!
But anyway, so I would have to go through the crowd and pick out kids and adults and stuff like that to play
You
the
gotta
games.
be careful
and-
about that now.
Right?
I'd go through the crowd and pick out children.
Right.
Oh, way to go.
We gotta edit that out.
No. But you want to talk about crazy? Like when I was doing the in-between inning games right on top of the Mets dugout, it literally is all
Just-
eyes right
just
on me
yeah.
and that kid, and like we're being broadcast on the big screen on the
That's gotta be
jumbotron.
kind of fun.
It's-
Have you ever just been on the field, looked up, saw yourself, been like, yeah, fuck yeah, that's me right
Of
there.
course.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing
That's
right now.
fucking
Duh.
neat. Oh, I know,
that's
he's
neat.
staring
That's
right
that
across
sexy
over
man
there.
I
right
mean, the
there.
bottom right one. That's
Yeah,
at the Met
that's it.
Stadium.
Look
That's
at
Yeah.
you.
But yeah. So I mean, it's
you look so peaceful, man.
it's literally an unreal experience to just be there and have all those eyes on you. But I get such a high from it. From
You just like the
I
attention.
love the attention. I sure the hell do. I love
And
the
now
attention.
he's on like 3 live platforms and everything. He's like,
It's fine.
please pay attention to me.
I love you all. Pay attention to me.
He's really
Come
missing
on.
his job. Like, he really is.
Oh my God, you have no idea how much I
He
miss.
just wants all eyes on him. That's why he joined TikTok. Fun fact, before I even knew who he was, like what he looked like, I had seen one of his TikToks, and then I was like, this is pretty funny. And then I finally, added you, and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this.
This
TikTok.
fucking guy.
I was like, I've definitely
This
seen
man.
his TikTok before.
Jesus.
And I was like, this is funny. I really do. Well, you were making breakfast, and your wife was like, I swear to God, she's another one of your fucking TikToks. You're not funny. Nobody likes you. And I
You're
was
just like bug spray.
oh my God. Lysol? Okay.
I will just Lysol your pancakes, which nowadays with
That
the
might be a
pandemic,
symbol of love now,
That's
right?
a symbol of love now.
Of course it is. According
Right.
to Scott.
Before you spray a girl with Lysol and bag her face, that was rude and misogynistic.
It's
Now
still pretty rude.
it's love. No, you want them to be safe.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so hateful? Why are you so hateful?
I'm not hateful. I swear I'm not hateful.
Seem hateful.
It's a little much because I
So
feel
what-
like the Lysol would definitely blind somebody.
A little.
a lot.
Like just for a little while.
It's not like it would be a permanent thing.
Yeah,
or
it's. I
anything.
mean,
It
don't
could
hold
turn
it.
into-
Well, you're not like
Not
holding it there.
holding
It's
it
like it's like a
there.
misting, like a Febrezing.
Why are you
Oh.
trying to hold it there? Why are you so
oh
aggressive?
my God.
You need to calm down. You're so aggressive.
Not. Just
So
a
aggressive.
little. Only a little.
Yeah, we're like a light coating of Lysol. You're apparently like got
Drowning
the
them,
liquid,
like-
just drowning, waterboarding almost.
That's not what I meant.
You know, you're just waterboarding people. I don't know where this aggression comes from.
Me neither.
We need to look into it.
I
We
need
do.
therapy.
So,
Who needs therapy when you have a podcast?
That's fair.
The people can ask you questions, and maybe we can help you come to
Yeah.
Oh,
terms with.
people ask me
So,
questions. There's a lot.
all of your performances that you've done.
I don't hear anything.
We just went silent. Oh,
What
are we
just-
still recording? There we go.
Yeah.
Are you still recording?
Yeah.
No, now we are.
I was just about to ask the most important question ever.
We're
What
good?
even-
Hey, we're recording again.
Okay.
All right, we're
What
recording
even
again.
happened though?
Well, we're
Yeah.
still live.
Hi guys.
We're still live.
We're still live on Facebook. Hey.
Is anybody watching us at all?
On Facebook? No.
You are.
Did you share it?
I did.
No
Should-
one's
should I
watching
go
us.
live
We
on
could
my-
do anything
We
now.
have people watching.
Oh, I'm sure.
He
We've
like
had
coming in
people
and out.
watching. Yeah.
It's probably like, wait, what is this? Like, I did say what it was. It's for. Oh my God.
Trying to kill me.
And I actually
Are you
went out,
okay?
Some of my family stopped by.
Did they?
Yeah.
I can't see how
Any
many
of my
people are watching
family
us on
probably don't know who
TikTok.
the hell they are.
Hi
but-
guys.
D, how much time do we have left?
Love you all.
Half hour.
Oh, good.
Oh, sweet.
All right.
Oh,
So,
boy.
favorite memory performing ever. One thing will stick out in your mind. Everybody's got a favorite performance memory.
Shit.
What would that be? I know it's a hard one.
Yeah. Holy shit.
I'm trying to get the
Like-
answers, man.
Well, because that's the thing. Like, are you talking about favorite, like just overall, all of my
Overall
performing,
overall
favorite
holy
memory.
shit.
This
I would have to
Overall
say, crazy
favorite
enough.
memory.
Crazy as this is going to sound, it was actually in Rocky.
Was it?
It really was. When I
Because
finished,
I was there.
singing "I'm Going Home," and I had my back to the audience,
Yeah, that was moving.
and the entire place just stood up and erupted, and there was a roar that just went over the entire place. And to a lot of people, that might sound like egotistical or, like I'm bragging or whatnot, but it was just that feeling of because it was a solo performance.
Yeah. You were
It
out
was
there
the
by
final
yourself.
number of the show,
Yeah, I was there.
and I know you were, but they weren't,
Oh, I know.
Neither was
and
I.
she wasn't,
I
And neither
know.
was I.
and he wasn't.
It was
and
actually
she wasn't.
really amazing. At
But-
the end, lights come down, 3 spotlights, him by himself, back to back
to
to
the
the
audience.
audience. And like through it, I was walking down the fans, and at the end of the song, I was in the back corner of the auditorium. And like I said, back was the fans, and I finished it up, and it was, I'm coming home, or something like I can't remember the exact notes or anything. But just when I hit that last note and it died, just the feeling, the
Yeah.
power in that room was
I
just.
really wish there was
We
a
were
video.
backstage. I was Eddie, so I get killed off pretty
Pretty
easy.
early.
I have one dance number, one song and dance, then I have like 2 lines past that later in the show, and that's it. You know, I just sat backstage drinking beer the rest of the time. But it was interesting because I was in the backstage with the rest of the cast, and we're just listening, Josh, and talking amongst ourselves, just like, man, you know, he's really killing it and stuff. And all of a sudden, man, you hear him hit that note, and the entire auditorium was packed to begin with, but the entire auditorium just exploded. And it really was. We were backstage and we were like, holy fuck, the boy did kill it. Like, fuck, you know, like that was incredible. And then you were like, oh, wow, then, you know,
Yeah.
it was good though.
Yeah. It was, so I mean, that was probably one of the most memorable. I've done a lot of really cool things.
Yeah.
But, you know, flashing at me on stage, people running up on stage trying to, you know, there's a million things I could talk about, but that was like probably the number one
Just as a performer
in general.
in general,
Yeah.
that is that. I mean, because I'm sure you've had a favorite show, a favorite baseball game. You've got a favorite night of announcing
Mm-hmm.
at the wrestling.
Mhm.
So I'm sure you have those individually. That's what I was looking
Right.
for is, as a performer, what were the things, what was that one thing? Now,
Yeah.
why do you think you became a performer? Why do you think you like it so
I've
much?
just been drawn to it since I was a kid. I grew up on stage. I was in chorus and drama
You were
from
that kid.
2nd grade.
He's
I was that kid.
I really wish I was that kid, but I,
I
was a
mean-
jock.
I was
you were
that
just
kid
trying to
as
hit on
well.
girls.
Yeah. I had
Listen,
I had no
I didn't
interest
know.
in sports. I had no interest in cars.
You just wanted to be on stage.
I just wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be in the spotlight. I wanted everybody to see me. And a lot of it came from the fact that when I was younger, up from elementary through middle school, crazily enough, to anybody who knows me now wouldn't understand, but like back then I was super introverted and shy.
Mm-hmm.
But when I got on stage, when I was singing in the choir or when I was in a play, I wasn't me.
Mm-hmm.
And I could step out of that and I could be somebody more than who I was. And then through high school, that all went out the window and I became me. But yeah, I was, so like I've been on stage my entire life.
Yeah. So it's
I
just
tried.
something you've always had a
Mm-hmm.
been drawn to and stuff like
Mhm.
that. I you know, you have to respect that though, because it is kind of daunting to, like, you know, it doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck, but I can see, like, I've seen people that have just froze,
Mm-hmm.
and I can get it, because in our society we do put so much on. Are they going to judge me? Are they going to think I'm fat? Are they going to think I'm not funny? Are they going to do all this? And to beat that and do it anyway takes either a level of confidence or apathy that has to be a little bit extra,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or you got to fight through it. I mean, how many performers do you know that say, oh, before every performance I fucking throw up in a trash can?
Yep.
You know, that's not an abnormal thing to hear either.
No, it's really not.
Because
I know
people
a lot
are
of
judgmental fucks.
Oh yeah.
People are going to watch this podcast and be like, I can do that so much better. Look at how shitty he is. Look at his equipment. Blah, blah, blah. Everybody's got bullshit to say.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it's funny
Absolutely.
because everybody's got bullshit to say, but what the fuck are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially in certain parts. We're in Florida, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Florida can be a little rough at times because this is a crazy ass fucking state. And it's a state of people that will do, where you have these groups of people that'll do absolutely nothing with their lives, but they got a lot to say about what you're doing.
So
Mhm.
much.
You know, if everybody got up from that glass table on the back porch that you sit around and talk about how you're going to do things and actually go up and do something, you might be surprised. You may have a great fucking time.
Right.
You know,
Exactly.
because if life sucks for you, it's probably the way you're living it.
Yeah.
Basically.
Wholeheartedly agree with that. Totally.
Yeah, so I'm just saying, I mean, COVID sucks right now. Our country, I literally have never seen it more divided. I don't think anybody else has. And I think we need a bunch of people just to be realistic, you know,
Mhm.
because nobody that's why I don't like doctrines or groups. Like, if you're all the way on the right with absolutely everything, you're probably an asshole. If you're all the way on the left on everything, you're probably an asshole. Because things don't exist that way. They're not black and white. Everything's a nuance of gray.
Yeah.
So you have to be able to navigate this, but people have like drawn sides. Masks have become, instead of a medical thing, like a political thing. And that's weird.
It really
And now
is.
It's
there's
really
fashion
weird.
with masks. Like, look at
And
yours.
I like the fact that we're putting fashion in masks and all these other things.
I mean, he's promoting his
He's
band.
promoting his band, Stomp
Therapy.
Therapy, on his face.
Look at that.
Which I'm actually, you can tell Josh is very serious with the mask. And I know you have the inserts and everything like
Mhm.
that. Because you're covering your face.
Yes.
And for you
For me to cover my face in public.
Oh my god. Because
Sorry.
Poor bastard.
oh
No one
the
sees
agony
you. I
and
know.
angst you must
Well,
be
there's four of me
experiencing.
right there.
I
He
mean,
so-
gets to
yes.
stare at himself.
Yes.
Yeah.
He gets to stare at himself because our guests get to be showcased. We want to showcase our guests.
I'm gonna put my face.
We're
in there
not
next
trying to
time.
promote ourselves.
Damn.
So, what is it you'd like to be doing in the future?
Well, I mean, absolutely. I want to. Once all this craziness is done, I can't wait to get back up on stage with Stomp Therapy.
I wanna
think
go to one of
our
your shows.
Please do. Our shows are so much fun. We are, for anybody who has not familiar with Stomp Therapy, we have some great some great music on YouTube and SoundCloud and on our Instagram.
Keep
We
plugging.
have full shows on our Facebook page that we have done in the past. But once we're able to hit on stage again, we've got some new music that we are just getting ready to release, and we've got some new music that is getting ready to be recorded again once we're able to get back into the studio. So, you know, I can't wait to do that. I cannot wait to get back into the ring announcing. I do have a ring announcing gig in Ocala on July 25th, so I'll be up there working with Fighting Evolution Wrestling and Original Championship Wrestling. They just partnered together, so I'm gonna be up there ring announcing that event on July 25th. And my goal is, of course, to be able to make some kind of living of just either announcing or the music or both or whatever. Like, that's my goal for the
So
future.
that's the goal. Your
That's the goal.
next step.
The next step is
Next
to
step.
not have to be doing the bartending in order to pay the bills.
Right.
Right.
I love it. It's fun. All my regulars, God, I miss you guys. I know you've been messaging me and calling me, and I miss you guys. I miss all of you. I love you. But, yeah, I can't wait to get back to it.
That just looks weird.
It does.
I have all these hands near my middle section. It makes me feel fancy.
That was nice, Josh. I like that
For
one.
everybody out there, please add us on Facebook, Rollerskating Octopus Podcast. We're going to be covering a wide variety of different subjects. If you have any suggestions for subjects for us to cover, let us know. We'll find the people, bring them in, and interview them. Josh will also
I'll come back.
come back and
Definitely.
maybe help as another co-host and Maybe he'll sit here. Maybe he'll sit
Don't
on
you
the
dare
end of the
point at
couch.
my
I'm
spot.
not- Jeez, you're so touchy. No one's taking your job. You're my co-host, and I love you. Look, I even made you.
I know.
You have a custom background
I
and
do.
everything.
Wendy
It's
Gale,
great.
thank you so much.
And we have Rainbow in here, and
Thank
I'm
you,
loving
people,
it.
for watching.
Wendy Gale on TikTok
Thank you for
said the
everyone who's been
podcast
coming
is
in on
great.
Facebook. If
Oh,
haven't
thank you. I
stayed, it's
appreciate
fine.
that.
If you're
Tell
just coming,
everybody, please
I love
add
you.
us on Facebook.
Yeah, guys, Rollerskating Octopus does have a
Instagram.
TikTok page, so they're going to be doing some TikToks and stuff like that. Also, you guys can
Yes, we have to start making.
join
TikToks.
them on TikTok as well.
So that's what's next. That's what you want to go to. And
You can get more
Basic-
gigs like that too. Like people
Yeah.
do look on TikTok and see what your abilities are. So you can get gigs like that.
yeah,
Well, that's why one of the things that I've been just started not too long ago on TikTok with one of my favorite TikTokers. I don't know if you're familiar with her, Cup of Alex.
I
You
have
gotta
to
find
see-
her. She's
yeah.
fantastic. I'm going to be going through in some of my favorite TikTokers. If you guys want to hear me do anybody's, I'm going to be doing basically ring announcer entrances for my favorite TikTokers.
Oh my god. that
So I'm going to
sounds
do one
amazing.
for you now,
Yes!
Serafina. So actually,
I'm so excited.
can I just go ahead and do it now?
Go
Can I
ahead
one?
and
Can
do
I
it.
I'd
one?
like to.
Go ahead and do it.
Say
This
just
is about.
Serafina, or
This is
what is
all
your-
getting to
it's
know
TRU,
Josh Flores.
Serafina, but you can say Serafina, or my page is
Yes.
actually the Rainbow Unicorn.
the Rainbow Unicorn.
The Rainbow Unicorn.
That was my YouTube name for the longest time.
Oh, it's so sweet.
And that's why
All right.
TRU is in front of my name.
So I'll probably do this one as a separate TikTok, but just for her and just for you guys, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us now as we welcome your LGBTQ queen of cosplay. What was it again? The true, I'm sorry.
True Serafina.
True Serafina!
Dude, that was beast.
Cool.
Don't steal
That
my
was
shit.
amazing.
Don't steal my
That was
shit.
great.
That was awesome.
I fucking love it.
We'll have to do a TikTok for the podcast
And
radio
Yes.
announcer mode.
yes, and
And
for
help to
Instagram
promote
and all the. No, I'll just post it on our Instagram.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
that.
What?
Radio announcer.
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
So, when is it that you feel like you're going to be able to go back? I know that your job is holding it for you.
Yes, yes.
When do you feel like you'll feel safe enough to return?
Once there is some kind of steady decline and it stays at a low for a decent amount of time,
You
and
mean
we
not
can
15,000?
not 15,000 in a single day.
not
Yeah,
for- yeah, that would.
not even because I mean, even when we were getting 2, 3, 5,000 in a single day, I was still like, nah, fuck that, I'm not going back.
Yeah.
When we're getting to
To the
a
hundreds,
steady
yeah.
in the hundred, maybe the hundreds, maybe even lower.
Mhm.
But we're getting to a steady decline of everything, and I don't have to feel like I'm literally risking my life
Right.
to have to go back to work.
Mhm.
Then I'll go back to work.
Right.
But in the meantime, I
Well,
gotta
see,
do.
I feel like we've got an increase right now because all the parks are opening back up, and like people are visiting Florida now,
Mhm.
and they don't
Oh,
care.
definitely,
They
definitely.
absolutely don't care. So that's why they're coming here now
Yeah.
because the parks are opening because everyone is like not taking this seriously.
Yeah. Well, I
So-
mean, with the parks opening and whatnot, don't get me wrong. Like Disney is requiring all people to wear masks.
Well, so
and
is
they're doing
Universal.
that. Yeah, but still, you're still putting all those people
In one spot.
in one spot. So it is what it is. You know, I don't like the fact that it's going on. I have never been out of work this long. Like
Yeah.
I was doing the math. I actually posted just before, a little bit before coming down here.
I saw it.
It's been 114 days since I've
Yeah, you're going
Worked.
on 4 months.
yeah. Like holy cow.
There's only so much walking around the house in your underwear you can do.
Yeah, thank God for video games. Thank goodness I'm a fucking geek.
Also, thank goodness you found TikTok.
Oh, I know, right? Fucking TikTok, you guys, right? I love you guys. Ugh,
He loves you.
I do.
I
Tell
feel
Facebook
like
you
he
love them
loves you
too.
guys.
Facebook, I love you guys too.
What's up,
Don't get me wrong,
Facebook?
y'all are the true OGs. Y'all were there for me first. So, I love you guys too. But not for nothing, I've grown pretty quick on TikTok.
And then there's
I know,
YouTube
you have
up
more
there.
followers than me.
And then there's YouTube up there.
YouTube, you guys.
YouTube.
I'm just gonna say
Yeah,
this right
there's
now.
YouTube
Also,
up there. We got Facebook there. We got TikTok.
don't
there.
take this as a challenge, guys. Like I've said this at a couple other places, and people jokingly take it as a challenge. Let It Rain has been out for over a year, our music video, and it still has not gotten a dislike.
Really?
Dead serious.
That kind of
That's
makes me want to
awesome.
go out and just.
See? That's what I'm talking about. Don't
See,
take
now
that as
that
a
you
dare.
said
God.
that, everyone's
You don't tell
gonna
a man
look
to
it
do
up.
But that's
something.
all right because
Everybody's gonna go look it up.
if
be
I
like,
get 5,000 more views or 10,000 more views, whatever, it'll be worth it. But I'm just saying,
right. How
for as
many
long as
views
it's-
does it have?
like 1,300, something like that. Not a
That's
lot.
bad. Go watch it, everybody, and like
Stomp
it.
Therapy,
Don't just
Let
like
It Rain, our first music video that we put out. We've also
It's
put out a
actually
couple
really
lyric
cool.
videos.
I like it.
And yeah, we got some fun stuff.
We're
Our
just
song
gonna keep
Divided,
plugging.
check that one out.
Yes.
Divided is very like Divided is I wrote that as a very anti-government song.
Oh, okay. I thought it was gonna break my heart.
No, I wrote that as a very anti-establishment. I was channeling Rage Against the Machine when I wrote that song.
Oh, okay. The machine.
Now I'm going to take this opportunity. Next week's podcast, we are going to be covering Reiki, what it
Reiki.
is, and why do middle-aged women love it.
I'm not middle aged, but I
No, I'm just
definitely
kidding.
want
It's
that.
going to be Reiki. We have John Fessel, who is a Reiki master, who will be here next week.
I'm pretty excited.
She's pretty excited, and just putting that little teaser out there before the end of the show, because it's coming up. So now we've
Yes.
covered what you've done, what your best moments were.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what do you think you've learned through all this performing?
The biggest thing that I've learned through all of the
Like,
performing.
what have you learned? What have you really gleaned and gotten out of it? What lessons have you really learned from all this?
The biggest thing that I've learned from the performing over the years is that, honestly, from doing something that you yourself love to do, you can literally change somebody's day, change somebody's life. Somebody could be having the worst day ever. Somebody could be thinking that they're at the end of their rope, and you could sing the right song to them, or you could announce a show and their favorite wrestler come out, or you could do something and make their day, and
Just take their mind off
just
the bullshit.
take their mind off of everything that they've got going on negative in their life.
Right.
And that's honestly probably one of my favorite things about being a performer, is being able to have that effect on people, and just to be able to have that effect on somebody is huge to me.
And see, that's how I feel about life. Like, if I can make you smile,
Yeah.
then I'm doing my job.
Mhm.
And I feel like that is the same thing that I feel about
Yeah.
when I used to live stream and all that.
Right.
So I totally understand what you're saying when you say that.
Well, I think when you help people out, like if somebody's in a shitty mood and you kind of, hey, have a good day or whatever, and even little things like that, or we've all been there to where
Mhm.
you hear your favorite song,
Oh God, yeah.
or you do see your favorite performer and you're like, you know what, I like that person that made me giggle, you know?
Right, exactly.
I'm having a bad fucking day, but
Right.
that motherfucker's funny as fuck. You're like, yeah, do the hamster, you know, you're
Mhm.
doing that kind of shit to him.
Oh my god.
So it's like, I think that we don't put enough emphasis on the arts
Mhm.
anymore. Like
without
those
a doubt.
drama clubs, those band clubs, everything like that, they're going away.
Yeah.
They are not.
And that's
I was a band
heartbreaking to
geek.
me. That's heartbreaking to
I
me. The
love
fact
it.
that schools are cutting funding to the arts,
It's terrible.
when it has literally been proven that children, when they're in arts programs, excel in mathematics and English and their other subjects because of the recognition and the cognitive recognition that they get from connecting their art to whatever subject it is. It connects the two in the brain and helps you learn.
To an
Right.
extent. I was in band and I still don't understand now.
Well, there's to an extent. To some,
I took
but
band
you're
and I don't
well-spoken.
know math.
But that's the
Could've
thing.
been- you could've
You're
studied.
well spoken and you speak
True.
well, so
Yeah.
You may not be a math person, but your English skills and your speaking and everything like that are enhanced. Like, you're great at speaking. And
That's fair.
so
I'll take that.
it depends on the person, of course, but your cognitive recognition, if you are an artist, like you like to draw and paint and stuff like that, you can connect that. If you're a singer or a band member, you can connect that. There are different ways, and honestly, with all of it, especially the performance arts, you can connect that to how you handle yourself in public.
Oof.
Because when you're in front of people, you're used to being a part of that group, and you're
Right.
used to being on stage, and you're used to having all eyes on you.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, you're in an office meeting,
And you
and
have
you're
to speak
adult,
in front of
and
the
you
office.
have to give
Yeah.
you have to give a speech to the whole office. It's not a big deal.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I do think that some sort of public speaking or performance, I think it's important just simply for the fact that it can. Now, obviously, there's those kids that are just gonna shit themselves if they gotta go speak in front of the class, and then at that point, you gotta determine, whether little Billy needs to do that, but
Right.
I think it's important for you to get used to doing that, because if you do look at the people in business that are more successful,
Mm-hmm.
they tend to not mind being the center of attention.
Right.
They know how to speak to a group or a crowd.
Right.
So I think that arts even help in those instances.
Absolutely. And
Um,
it even helps, like somebody said right here on TikTok, it helps with kids that have ADHD and other mental disorders and stuff like that. It helps them as well.
That
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of
You know?
focus and
Yeah.
bring everything
Helps me
together.
calm down.
There you
Yeah,
If I
I
listen
mean,
like to the Glenn Miller Band, I calm down.
there you go. Glenn Miller Band calms kids.
Wait,
That'll
I'm
be the
not a
next
child.
scientific study. That'll be the really,
Damn
because
it.
you're the size of one.
No shit, I didn't grow.
Oh,
I
I'm
stopped
sorry.
when I
That was.
12.
Oh,
You don't give it two shits.
no, not really. I think it's funny. Actually, I think it's kind of funny.
Yeah, I'm the same age I was when I was 12.
The same age.
So-
You're the same
I'm
age
the
you were
same
when you
Fuck
were
age.
me.
You're the same,
Same
age
height,
you were as you were
Same
12.
height.
So you are 12.
that I-
Math is hard.
I told you. Shit. No, I'm the same height I
Try
was back
more
when
gum,
I was
honey.
12.
We'll throw out a
So
birdcage
if you guys went to
reference
see
real
Anastasia
quick.
with me, I'm still the same height as I was when I was in 7th grade.
You're still the height I was when I was in like 4th grade.
Shut up. That's not okay.
Yeah, I'm short anyway, so I'm not even gonna say.
You're not that
anything.
short.
You're taller than me. You're
Yeah.
good.
You've got like presence. That's a nice way of
See,
saying
I
ego.
Right. Oh no,
I
I've
feel like
definitely
that's
got
the same
ego.
for me.
I've got a big ego. But I think you do have to have some form of an ego to be able to walk out, or
Oh, absolutely.
even to do something like this. I mean, you have to be there because you know for a fact that the internet's just like, they're just gonna roast you for shit. Yeah, I look like I shopped for my clothes at AutoZone. There.
Roast me. Do it.
Roast
Just
him.
give me more attention,
Roast
please.
I
Roast
love
him.
reading mean comments. It makes me
Just the
giggle.
mean comments. Don't roast him. He's a nice person. He has friends. He's talented. He doesn't kick people for no
I
reason.
used to when I was a kid.
He doesn't punch babies.
No.
It's very important.
Yes.
You want to know, like, the guys you're hanging around with aren't punching babies. I think that's an underestimated thing.
Also,
You know.
why would that come up in a conversation though? Oh
Well,
yeah, no,
the-
I
the-
punch babies on the weekends.
What'd
the
you
whole
say?
thing is
You have got to stop being so freaking aggressive.
No.
It's the third time now during the show
God damn it!
that
That's
You know
not
what I mean?
Wait a minute.
third time.
Hold
Dean,
on.
we're
I
gonna
didn't
ask the
know.
producer.
you walked,
Stop
you walked
it.
right
We gotta,
into that.
we gotta, hold on. We gotta ask the producer. Wasn't that the third time?
I think so.
Can we not?
Third time,
I
just
don't-
with the hatred and aggression.
Jeez, I'm not aggressive.
Phew. Yeah, it just.
I hope it's not me bringing it out in her.
I.
No, apparently I'm
be.
aggressive all the time.
We know.
God,
We know.
I wasn't saying.
Because we're your friends.
Oh
we
my
want
god.
you to know.
This I can't even say hypothetical
Maybe it's because you're
things.
Mexican. It could be
Racist.
linked to racism.
Why are you being a racist,
It could
Scott?
I'm Mexican too, so it's okay.
Oh.
Ha!
See, so you can't be
can't
racist
blame it on
like
that.
you normally are.
I'm not a racist.
She's not.
No.
She's actually very sweet. And
I'm too sweet for
she
my own good.
definitely helps out and does things.
I do. I do
You do.
things.
It's very nice.
I try.
So, Josh,
Yes.
so is there anything that you would like to cover? Because I've been just sitting here digging
Talking.
into your brain this
Well, that's
entire
kind of your
night.
job. It's an interview. That's
Well,
kind of,
yeah,
I'm
it's
here
an
to
interview,
answer
but I'm
questions.
just saying.
You know.
I mean, is there anything else you would like to plug? Is there anything else you'd like your fans to see?
Goodness,
Okay.
I don't think so. I think that's pretty much it. I mean, I do the bartending, I do the announcing, I do the ring announcing, I do the baseball, and I do my music. That's about it. You know.
Just sitting at home waiting for it to fire back up. But
That's
we will.
right.
You will see him on this podcast again.
Don't know when, but we'll get together then.
I'll be back.
So you're just over there quoting stuff. She's like, I'm contributing. Dad made stovetop, and I helped. Okay.
Great.
From all of us here at the Rollerskating Octopus podcast, we thank Josh Flores.
Thank you
Yes,
guys for
thank
having
you
me.
for
here.
being here.
Thank you.
Thank you for
coming.
having me, guys. Thank you for having me for your
And-
first episode, even.
This was fun.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun.
Charles Bafuco, Serafina Bazzo, Scott Listino, we love you so much.
And we're the
We
roller
just
skating
love ya.
octopus.
And we are the Roller Skating Octopus. Thank you and good night.
Yee yee.
Mind your business, you unbuttered biscuit.